G'day, I'm Clive and welcome to CDP Outdoors. Today I'm back out in the bush and what I've got in my pack is the Goshawk hammock again, and I'm carrying the Helicon Swagman, which is the Poncho liner, and it also converts to a underquilt. So I'm going to see how that goes fitting on the Goshawk hammock. It's a beautiful day out here today. We're at 30 degrees centigrade, which works out to about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So I hope you enjoy. As you'll probably notice, I've changed my hat today. I don't have the baseball cap on. I've gone with this one because the brim actually covers my ears and puts shade. My father not long ago turns 90 on Saturday coming. He's had cancer and he's had to have his ears basically reconstructed. And made it harder. He's got dementia. So mum's 85 at the moment, turns 86 in June. With his age and his dementia, they couldn't actually knock him out, so it had to be a local. So with my background with the therapy, I was at Dad's head end talking to him, keeping him calm, and Mum was stood down by his legs or his waist, holding his hand to do our best to stop him getting scared, which is very easy for somebody with dementia to get scared. But what they did, they actually cut the whole of the, or not the whole, but the about a quarter of the top of his skin area of his ear where the cancer was, and they took a piece off his chest and relocated it onto his ear. And the surgeon who did it, his name is Dr. Singh, and I'll give him 100 out of 10. He is just fantastic. He was really good, my dad. The work he did, it was cosmetic surgery to a degree. They just rebuilt it, new skin in there, even stitched it so it went inside the shape of his ear. And unless you actually look, now this is like 2 months later, 3 months later, unless you really look close, you wouldn't be able to see he's had it done. So we've seen Dad with that and going through that and feeling the sun on my neck and my ears, wearing the baseball cap. I've decided to turn my collar up at the moment because I was feeling the sun when I was at the top of the hill, and wear this today to protect the top of my ears from any sun damage which may cause cancer. So that's why I have a different hat on. The truth be known, I've got numerous hats. I've got another one in my pack with a little bit wider brim on it and with my bug net over the top. So you can never have too many hats. And wearing a hat in this climate with the sun, or anywhere in the world where the sun's out, a hat is a very important thing. Just over there is where I was in the video, or 2 videos back, and as I was saying, from the track you can't see where I was because that's rock formation there. But what I may do today is just head down a little bit further and see what I can find, and if not, we'll come back up here and we'll set the hammock up. I did continue down and the trail started to go back uphill, and it's a good 15-20 minutes further down, majority of it going uphill. before I even got to the trail that goes down to the water. So what I decided to do, because it looked so far down there and so steep, and I didn't want to struggle up in the heat, I turned around and decided to come back this way. And I'm hoping to find where I was 2 weeks ago. But coming from this direction, everything looks different. Let's see if we can find it. The last place I put my hammock up in the video 2 weeks ago here, a couple of trees have fallen, and as I've come down they've hit a few branches which are hanging above where I had my hammock. So I've walked back up the hill, heading back to where I started from, and I've decided to come this side of the track away from the water, and I found this little area where there's a few trees which have got nice space in between them for hanging a hammock. So I'm going to use this one and this one for today. So I'll get the Goshawk up and I'll get the Swagman out and we'll have a look at how it fits. Hey, that's the hammock up. I don't think I needed it, but I had the whoopee sling on this side here and not on this side. I think I could have just got away with the strap, which I might actually swap that now and put the whoopee slings away so I don't lose them. There we go. And now the Swagman. Give you a look at this. You've got a toggle on each corner, so that's 4. And the design of this is just to push the toggle through the opposite toggles loop, and then we've got some bungee cord here which we could just pull, and that gathers the end up. So I'll get it on and I'll give you a closer look. Find out, there it is. Undo this now. You know what? The Swagman doesn't fit an 11-foot hammock. Tell you which one this will fit is the Torrid. The one I use as my emergency one, the jungle hammock. Let's see what we can do to make it fit. One knife, paracord. Measure that. Let's cut that. Do a second one for the opposite end, the same length. Undo this toggle. Make a loop on either end of the paracord. And now put the toggle through the loop I've just made. I'll double that over so it grabs on the end of the hammock. Bring this one up. Do the same on this side, put the toggle through, and I'll come down the other end of the hammock and do the end. So that's spare paracord over there until I've done this, so I don't lose it. Again, just tie a loop at this end. You can use any knot you want to make your loop. I'm just using a simple overhand. And again, this end, just double it over to about 5 inches, double it over, do the knot, pull the loop through. It gives you about 1.5 2 inch loop. So again, undo this. So I'll hook that one first, the opposite side to me. Double wrap it around there so it catches on the end of the hammock. put a toggle through the loop I've made. And because both pieces of string are level or equal in length, I know the hammock or the Swagman underquilt now is going to be centered. So what I'll do is I'll get this spare bit of paracord and put it away before I lose it, because it is green and it'll disappear in the bush. And it always comes in handy, as you can see. Now this Swagman, it's only rated to down to about, I think they said about 5 degrees centigrade, the coldest I believe, and that is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So ideal for your spring, autumn, summer. If in your backyard at home in Australia, maybe even winter. But when you come out in the bush, the temperatures do drop at times way below the 0 centigrade. Let's see if she ends up. Oh, I'll jump in and see if it works. Let's move the pull-outs out of the way. Let's take the knife off. Do you know what? It works. It's past my feet. Here are my feet here. So my head's here. And it's up on my shoulder here. What I could do is because I just double wrapped the cord around, I believe I can just give it a shifty and pull this corner up. And with pulling this corner up, it's short on this side and the opposite side goes down. Let's do the same here. Let's give it another go, see how that looks, feels now. That hasn't worked, has it? For some reason the opposite side is higher. Let's do the opposite way round. The first time I adjusted it, I did it the opposite way, the wrong way, so doing it this way should work. If not, I'll move that bottom end a bit, but let's see. Let's do the zips up. See how much of a difference that makes. Yep, I think I have to pull the tie out on this side because the actual bog net is on my face. Let's get one peg. Now I'm going to try and get another bit of paracord, put it around the buckle here and tie it through the D-ring. See if that'll hold that in place without any drafts. I have done this on another brand of hammock and it pulled it so there was a draft coming through just at the back of my legs. So let's see if it'll work with just the one side pulled out and with the shape of this hammock. And yeah, let's get a bit more paracord. Okay, let's give it another go, shall we? Yeah, that's much better. Just got to remember the side I'm going to have my head on the hammock when using an underquilt is the side I want to put the pull out on. And because my head's over to the left now, the right hand side is hanging, but it's nowhere near me. I can actually move it the way it's cut. I've been able to tuck it behind itself and made like a small pocket. Oh yeah, this works. This is nice. What I might do is the same with this buckle. If I had that on there, let's just wrap the bungee cord around it for now. Let's see what we can do. Come undone? It has, hasn't it? That's still there, good. Yeah, that seems to be holding it up better. It's actually touching, I believe, the bottom of the hammock. Yeah, nice and hot there. Yeah, it's just touching the hammock but not flattening the insulation. There's a bit of insulation there. Yeah, I think I'll need to adjust the cord on this side to lift it higher. Or even put longer cord on it, actually. I think if I had another 6 inches of cord on both ends, I'd bring these buckles down in line with the D, and it'd allow for the very slight gap between the bottom of the hammock and the Swagman as the underquilt to keep warm. But yeah, that works pretty well. Has turned out not brilliant, but it's turned out okay, and then we can make it work. What I might do is bring out the tied jungle hammock next time and see how it works with that, see if that'll be better, because I have ordered a underquilt protector with the same pattern on, same camo here, the multi-cam, so I could bring out my down under quilt or under blanket, depending where you are in the world, what you know it as, and it'd still be camouflaged. Yeah, I think the Swagman is going to be for the torrid. Maybe being a smaller hammock. Yeah, I'm not going to use this. I've decided not going to use this with the Goshawk. like I said, I'll use my down under blanket with the Goshawk. Okay, let's get it put away. And start taking a slow walk back. There's a bit of a steep incline to get up, and then a little bit more, and then down and up, and then eventually we'll be back at the car in about 1.5 to 2 miles. If I hadn't gone all the way down to explore, which was a good thing that I did, I think I would have probably had a nap. But I want to get home, edit this video and get it uploaded by the end of today. And it's probably 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Australia, or Western Australia, in the afternoon on Sunday. So I normally have my videos up Saturday or Sunday. I think the majority go up on the Sunday. So when most people in the rest of the world are getting up, my videos are already up waiting for them. Yeah, it can. This can work. It's not ideal, but it can work. Like I said, I'll use it with the Torrid jungle hammock. I think there's a kangaroo or something over there. By the time I walk over there, grab the camera, he'll be gone. Let's give it a go. Yep, he's gone. Right, let's get this put away now. Oh, nice cool breeze has just come through. This is my microphone. Don't want to lose that. And I've got to remember that I'm now wearing a microphone. That's the transmitter, and the microphone's up here. That when I've got my back to the camera and I get a bit bothered with doing something, bite my tongue and not swear. Do my best to be polite, as they say. Be bloody polite. Now if you're wondering about my pack, I do have weight in it. I've got, started with 3 litres of water in the internal hydration bladder, and I've got another 1 litre in one of my canteens in the side pocket, and the other side pocket has got a canteen in, but that one's empty. And I think I'm carrying about 15 kilos, so it's at about £40. And that's including my filming gear, my camera and everything like that, and all the spare batteries. All I'd have to add into there, because I've got food in there for 5 days, I've got my water filtration kit, I've got my first aid, my snake bite, the hammock there, swap the Swagman for my quilt, which they both work out to be the same weight. The only difference is the quilt goes down to -7 degrees centigrade, and that's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So apart from when I wear my small one every now and then, I'm doing my best to carry the bigger one with weight in each time to keep my fitness level up. So when I do go out, hopefully in a few more weeks time, for I think it'll be 3 nights 4 days, or 4 nights 5 days, I can't remember exactly what I'm going to do, because I do want to do one night at the top of Bunering Hill and do some filming of the sunsets and the sunrises, and do what they call, I believe, a stealth camp, is it? Wild camp. Sorry about that, making a noise. I was just adjusting the wire, it goes down my shirt. Didn't want to put too much tension on the microphone wire and break it. For a small thing, they're not cheap. Worth it, but not cheap. So now I've got this little, called the Rode wireless mic. It's got a little transmitter. It sends it to the receiver on the camera, which is plugged into the camera, so the audio goes directly to the video with the microphone over here. So I don't have to keep shouting for people to hear me, or if I turn my back, people can still hear me when I'm talking. So up to now I really like it. It's really good quality. I believe they say it's a semi-professional or even professional level, and for what you pay for it, it's bloody good. It is good. And the price for it was, I can't remember, but it was a lot cheaper than the next ones up, or similar with the other companies. Alright then, let's get back on the track. It's just over here. You'll probably see it. On my way down here, I'll show you this. That's known as a honky nut, or an ankle breaker. I've got my foot on one of those, and it was under the leaves, and I almost did the splits, but I managed to keep myself from rolling down the hill. So if you're walking anywhere, especially here in WA with these honky nuts, watch out for the buggers. remember, don't forget your water, especially on days like this. It's quite humid, hot. And make sure you got plenty of it, so when you do need it you can have a proper drink, because sipping does nothing for you at all. I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and if you're not a subscriber, please go down below and click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell next to it so you can be notified of all future videos, and also click the like button. And if you're already a subscriber, I thank you very much. So until next time, get out there, have some fun, and take care.